It has tusks like a normal elephant. But
tusks.
Yeah.
But
The woolly
tusks
mammoth.
go downwards,
Yeah.
right?
I think the mammoths would go like up. Actually, I think they would go down and up.
Yeah,
Like
they curve.
so they could like
Right.
stomp at you.
Yeah.
So what's funny
the
about the
woolly
cave
mammoth.
painting?
That's what it's called. I'm recalling now.
What was funny about this particular cave painting they chose to reply with though was it showed one. You had to presume this person was dead because they were just lying down. Like it just showed a little kind of stick figure.
Well, that's what you do. That's what I would do. I would play possum. I'd be like, I'm already dead. Leave me alone.
So
All right. So do you want the other question now?
Sure.
All right. So I know like technically you become an adult when you turn 18, but I know for most people they don't feel like an adult when they turn 18.
No.
Right.
So I can speak to you from a neuroscientist.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
for you personally, was there like any specific point where you sort of like felt like you'd settled into adulthood or sort of become a functioning adult?
Working on it every day.
not there yet.
Do I seem like an adult to you?
I mean,
you have a house, you have a car.
Exactly.
You have
I know, but
You have a
I'm
job.
saying, do I
You have children.
Like-
do I seem like an adult?
When did you feel
me?
like you became? Was there a point that you felt like you graduated from just being like a teenager with a drinking license?
With a drinking license?
That's how I've sort of seen some people describe turning 18, at least in other countries, that it's like, I still feel like I'm a teenager, I'm just allowed to drink now.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. So if you look back into Buddhist philosophy, they talk about being childish versus being childlike. And childish is being an adult who's acting like a child, but being childlike is an adult who retains its own sort of inner child.
Right.
And I don't know.
Do you feel like you're childlike in that sense then?
Yeah. And I'm trying to learn adult skills too. You have to remember, I went from being like my father's child to like the girlfriend of my boyfriend's, and then a wife, and like I'm just trying to learn now how to
Be your own person.
right. And so maybe then I'll feel like an adult. But
Right.
Yeah, but I'm too old to feel like a child, but somehow I still do.
So if you were to talk to your daughters about how to retain that, like, I guess, childlike philosophy and how to, like you're trying to learn right now to stay their own person and not be like an accessory to someone else, what advice would you give to them?
No, I would never say that I was an accessory. I would say that, I don't know how I would explain that relationship, but okay, this is a complicated question. So I think now we have to go back to like Nietzsche and Kierkegaard. So it's like, I think the most important thing to do, Nietzsche is very misunderstood in my interpretation of him. Thus spoke Zarathustra. I think that's his.
I think that's right.
Yeah. Is that you always have to retain your own value. And so from a scientific perspective, everyone's always talking about nature versus nurture. And it's so I was not properly nurtured, but there's something in my nature that I've always retained. So that's really important. And so you have to remember that there's that seed inside of you, that thing that came from you that was, you know what I mean? And hold on to that as tightly as you possibly can and try to expand and expound. Like, as well as you can
Right.
without allowing external influences to dampen your spirit.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it does. And yeah, it's definitely different than the, I guess, pop culture interpretation of Nietzsche. Nietzsche. I can never pronounce his name.
Oh, Nietzsche?
Nietzsche, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, he's a nihilist, God is dead, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What he's saying is like whether God exists or doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is that you become the fullest representation of yourself in the world. And then, what is he called it? Overman?
Ubermensch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ubermensch, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think in like the comic books, they call him Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be like the best version of yourself that you can be and like stop worrying about God. Like, just don't even think about it. Like, you are here to be who you are supposed to be. Yeah.
Talk about philosophy of law. Is there any like specific, I guess, branch of philosophy that really speaks to you? I know it's kind of hard to like ascribe to a philosophy like you would a religion, but you know, like
No, definitely. Definitely ethics, philosophy of mind, and the meaning of life. Those
Yeah.
are the three things.
3 topics. Yeah, but I mean like any like school of thought, like existentialism, absurdism. that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
So for existentialism, oh, yeah, always go with the H cans. Do you know what the H cans are?
No.
It's Hegel, Kierkegaard, Nietzsche, and Schopenhauer.
Right.
Yeah, so those are the H cans. For the Greeks, I mean, really, for me, it's all about Plato and Aristotle.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, but
What about
Plato.
Diogenes? Diogenes, or whatever.
He's a character.
That's my favorite.
Who?
I don't know much about anybody,
Diogenes.
but Diogenes, that's how you say it.
Diogenes?
He was homeless and had no possessions because he wanted to be probably the
that
opposite.
was Siddhartha Gautama. No?
Also, but he was Diogenes had a more vibrant personality. If I were to put it that way.
He was
Yeah.
charismatic.
Alexander the Great
No, he was-
loved him.
He was.
I think they were homies.
So he was basically like a psychopath. He was
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
factor one.
He was a crazy homeless guy.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
So his one possession that he had though was a cup until he saw a
Yeah.
poor child drinking water with its hands, and he was like, basically like, this kid showed me up. Like, I don't even need this cup. How dare I have an earthly possession of this cup when I didn't even need it?
Well,
begin with.
that's what Siddhartha Gautama, so the Buddha, did as well. Is that when he finally left the gates, because he was from this very wealthy, situation, like guarded, gated situation.
Yeah.
He walked out and he saw people doing that, and he was like, "These are my peeps." But yeah, if you want a place to start with philosophy, have you ever taken a philosophy class?
No, I don't. They don't offer those. I just read by myself. But
So I would start with the allegory of the cave. So that's
I read that one
Okay.
in a English class. I did like that one. It's a good-
Yeah, well, it's interesting, and I feel like the further you go with philosophy, you'll see that people just keep kind of revising
that allegory.
basics.
Yeah.
No.
Not just-
Okay. So one of my philosophy professors in college told me you can basically break all of philosophy down into 2 things, which is Plato or Aristotle, which is like the one or the many. And then also in studying so much science, my professors have also said you can also always break it down into the lumpers and the splitters. So it's like the one and the many. So it's
Yeah.
like it's all connected. Like
Right.
even though they're very different disciplines, there's just
I see.
and you have to but I think the best way to approach anything is to be like see both sides and kind of find a way in the middle.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's been sort of like a common theme throughout this discussion.
Yeah. Sorry, I repeat myself
no,
a lot.
that's I'm mentioning that as a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for my generation at least, like Camus is a very popular philosopher.
Oh my
Entry
god, I
level philosopher.
hate Camus.
You don't. All right, let's hear about
Oh my
that.
god, The Stranger is like, ugh. It's just, have you ever met someone who you're like immediately repulsed by? That's where like I pick up, like I've read The Stranger.
I enjoy The
I'm
Stranger
just like,
personally.
I hate you. I don't know who you are. You're French and you're disgusting. And like, don't ever come anywhere near me. Like ever, ever, ever.
I know nothing about this, and I'm sure your kids don't either. So you have to explain this.
Yeah.
What this person's
Oh,
about.
Camus?
Yeah.
Well, did you read The
I did
Stranger?
read The Stranger, yes.
Yeah.
What is this? Like,
So it's basically this guy who just fucking murders someone just for like fun, just
Oh.
to see what it feels like.
Yeah.
but it's philosophy.
It's a novel with heavy philosophical overtones.
Yeah, but it's basically just like nothing matters. Like he is a nihilist, whereas I feel like most people believe that Nietzsche is a nihilist, but I don't think that Nietzsche is a nihilist. But Camus, I mean
Well, he called himself more of like an absurdist.
right, but I think that was a cover. Like, I've studied psychopathy. Like, I know a psychopath when I hear one, when I see one. He's a fucking psychopath. But it's just like, I don't know. Have you ever met someone where you feel like there's nothing inside?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Camus. That's Camus.
So the author, or
Yeah. The Camus is
character.
the author.
Yeah,
is there? This is a fiction.
This is a fictional novel, yeah.
It's a fictional
Was it supposed to be
novel.
like about the like? Is
No,
it-
no, this
it
is
like the
no, this is
authors,
this
or-
is a story he made up because the author was a philosopher and apparently like what he's believed from
Right,
reading
right,
his
right.
essays
But I
and
read The
stuff.
Stranger first, and then I was like, I'm never going anywhere
Touching this.
near any word that man has ever put down
Well,
on
I've heard
paper.
that like, the character in that book is meant to be more ironic.
I don't know. It just gave me that cold, dark feeling of like Dark Night of the Soul sort of sensation.
Oh, that's another essay or poem or whatever you want to call it that I've read and that spoke to me.
Yeah, yeah. But you can feel the emotion behind it, where
Right.
it's like, whereas like when I read Camus, I was just like, I don't know who this person is. So there is a philosophy. I'm not sure where I heard this. It might have even been just from my own father, that like all of the things that you bring into yourself. So all the books that you read, all the music that you listen to, all the people you encounter, it's kind of like almost like ingesting food. And when I read The Stranger, I was like, no more of this person, like ever. Go away.
Bad taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, repulsion upon first meeting.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've probably taken up too much of your time, but if you want to talk about anything else, I'm here.
You keep going if you want.
Well, it's up to you. Do you have something else to ask or say or that you want to tell me? I'm so curious about you. So I know that your name is Chris. And you're not in high school. I know you're in high school. You go to the Dover Sherburne High School, and you're going
right.
off to
How
college.
do you know I'm not in high
That's
school? What if I was?
Yeah.
What if,
He's
what if
actually
we're
a grade below me.
classmates?
Yeah.
Well, no, because you have all of this equipment and this whole situation going
What
on.
if I have a trust fund? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, you seem a bit too accomplished to be in high school.
That's fair. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Well, I was in high school, that's for sure.
Well, if there's any personal information that you feel comfortable revealing to me, that's cool. And if not, then you can just take a hard pass and I won't be offended.
I don't know what your kids and successors would want to know about the man behind the camera, but
I haven't even seen your face because the camera's pointed away.
exactly. They have no idea what we look
Right.
like.
They're
Remember?
gonna be wondering. We're mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah, mystery men.
I like this. I enjoy this concept because, you watch true crime documentaries, and I'm not saying this is one, but the format the format of the sit down interview.
About to go down now?
Oh, just wait. Only if you don't pay. Then you know, like if you hear a question being asked, it's always like distant or like reverbed. I guess his is, but